All right, guys, welcome back to Foxhound Finance, where we analyze market trends, financial reports, market news, and hunt down potential investing opportunities in the stock market using technical analysis. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you guys do not miss a crucial update from me on the market. And lastly, please remember this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. All right, guys, we got some things to go over here for sure today. We're going to be doing a full recap of where I think the SPY, AMC, Rivian, and Unity are. Okay, so let's get right into it first with the SPY. As you can see here in my last couple of videos, I said 10% correction happened about right here, August 5th, 2024, and it looks like we're playing the same pattern out again right here to present day. We didn't even get the full 10% correction. Okay, I said scenario A would be that if we got a full 10% correction, we would come down to 552 at this white line. We did not get that. It is now reversing up and hovering just above the 200 EMA, exactly like you did here. Okay, this is why it's so very important to look at your trends, okay, from the past. Okay, whenever the present price action is, you want to go back and look at when potentially it did that then, right? And what the actual move was afterward. And this is looking like we're getting the V shape out of this. So SPY looks very good. It looks like we are going to continue the bullish trend here so far with this green candle locked in. And we are closing the day, it looks like here at 583. Let's go over to AMC real quick, guys, because I do have some interesting ads here that I want to go over. So as you guys can see right now, stock is trading around $3.05, right? Just sitting above the $2.38 swing low right here, or all-time low. Okay, so as you can see, whoops, holy crap, I forgot I was on a daily. Okay, 238's here, guys. So we are sitting just above that technically, right? By 60, 70 cents or something. So we're just above the swing low right there. And also, we're seeing this falling wedge pattern that I've put together here. So I've been looking at this, and you're going to notice this downward descending wedge pattern. So how I have this set up, you have sort of your top end, your low end, and then this is where the price action has been trading in, right? After you were in this side-to-side channel. The channel broke right here, and now you're in the descending wedge here. Or, yes, the descending channel here. So what I'm seeing right now, this is going to be key. So two things. We have these lines right here converging. Okay, if you look at the price action right here, $3.05. I have actually this bottom line is your 238 trend line up, which we have been respecting it. Every time we touch this line, we are reversing. We bounce off this line right here and there. Okay, I have a top trend line right from the top of the channel that I've drawn here, which seems to be like it's being respected right now from at least here because it got rejected, came down, and now you're bouncing off the 238 trend line that's upward trending. So when you look at all these lines here, okay, here's your very top of your 556. I think this is, yes, I believe, I want to say we got halted at one of these points. I believe it was this 556 we got halted off of and then came back down again. So you got your 200 EMA right here. You have your lines now are going to converge. So the price action here is going to start to converge here. Okay. If it bounces through this and you break this channel, I think we have a go, right? And that is going to line up on 3/14, 3/13. So Thursday of next week, Friday of next week, we are going to be here in the price action, looking like we could break this here. Okay. So let's pay attention to that as we go forward. I also can see that right there at 530 is the first fib level. So with the first fib level here, look at where the 200 is. The 200 is at 521. Okay, the 200 EMA is sitting right under now our first fib level, which is ridiculous because it's literally sitting here and we're that close to not only getting to the first fib level, but if you break this 200, you're going to see some explosive price action up if we hold it. What are the key levels that I'm looking for here? Okay, these I'm not so concerned about, right? I'm not concerned about the 23.6, 38.2, the 50. I'm not really concerned about these. The 618 is where, it really starts to get interesting, right? Because you have this impulse up, you blow past the 200, you get past the 618. I can see us going to, so the 618 would be 894, And then the next level I'd be looking at is this 1618. Okay. So right here in my notes, I can see this. I had back in May when you had this impulse move. This move went to the 1618, but actually went a little bit past the 1618. So it went about right here in this region. So you might even get $20 as sort of like a top end target, even, right? Let's just say conservatively, this next impulse wave is a higher high, right? Instead of 1188, we break this and then we form a new higher high as we're trying to reverse up. So $18 to $20 could be sort of our top end targets, I guess, from a conservative perspective, if we don't see this ginormous, green candle all the way to the moon. But that's just something to keep in mind as you guys are paying attention to this trend that I have down here that has been forming, right? There's really nowhere to go, guys. The space here is like pinched. Okay, so we have to make a decision here. Okay, we're converging here. And if you break this to the downside, if you break this, I mean, it's kind of scary where you can get to. This red line is 238. So we really don't want to come back down here and do a double bottom and test the 238. And we surely don't want to come down to this channel either. Okay. So I would like to see, even if the price action breaks to the side, would be great. We want to get to a point where this price action stabilizes. And with it being in this downward trend, it's not good. We want to get out of this. Even if we come back down, we want to start building a sideways sort of line, right? We want to build like an accumulation line to the side. We don't want to be in a channel like this anymore, right? So that's AMC, guys. Again, the 200 EMA is sitting right there. It's just crazy at this point. Like, we're so close, I feel like, and this could go either way. If I look at the EMAs, we're sitting just below the all of our EMA bands. We're touching one right now, which is like the 5, which is nothing. But honestly, everything looks pretty good, guys. I'm seeing this right here. RSI, I believe we're still oversold. Yes, essentially. The Bollinger Bands, you're sitting right on the bottom band here. I mean, guys, this looks very good right here. We are coming to a crucial point right here with AMC. So you guys pay attention, be ready. Like I said, I like so far that we are at an inflection point, right? Where this has to make a decision. Okay. So we're going to find out here within the week, maybe even sooner. Okay. I don't want to like put dates on it, but just where the convergence is happening, that's sort of your time frame, right? 314-ish, whatever. But this can certainly just go right now at any time. We're in that moment where this thing is so coiled up, we could go at any time. But we got to break this downward channel. Okay. I don't want to spend too much time on AMC. Let me get to my next set of notes here that I have for Rivian. Very similar situation. Okay. And I got to go to the weekly for Rivian because it's just ridiculous. This channel. Got my fib lines up as well. Let's see here, guys. So these arrows that I have on the chart are just going to give you a little bit better of a visual, okay? So right here is the start of the channel that I've created here, downward channel. The red arrows obviously signifying downward, right, that I've put in here. Rivian sitting right now at $11.42. It's nearing key trend line supports, right? And I'll break that down here, this line here. Let's see, the falling wedge. We have this again, the same pattern basically happening for all 3 stocks today that I'm discussing. So here we go. You're inside the channel. Boom, you touch. These are all your touching points, right, where I have the arrows. This here is, I believe, the reversal / we'll call selling climax from the Wyckofian theory right here. Okay, 826 looks like it's the bottom. You try to come up, you don't touch the channel, you come back down. But when you do come back down, you're respecting the 826 trend line that is formed here. Okay, and also, this is the initial low, second higher low. So far, we'll call this the third higher low just for a visual. But you can see, boom, 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 they're starting to ascend. That's when we know that we have now a consistent uptrend and we are respecting this line. I really don't want to break this trend line. Because if we break this trend line, we are pretty much just above the midpoint of this channel. If I drew a line straight down the middle, if you break this, then you could come back down and test this channel, which would be absolutely crazy. I don't think that's going to happen because, I mean, that would put you at an all-time low. It would put you like probably somewhere like what? Oh my gosh, like $3. I don't think I could see that happening just based on a lot of the stuff that's happened with the stock fundamentally. So I just don't think it lines up with the market either, the broader market. So I think this looks amazing right now. So if we do hold this trend and we break the top of this channel, where are we going? Okay, 618. Like I told you, my key levels, the 618 right here, this would push you to 18 bucks. And like I like to do it sort of like a conservative top end target. Okay, I'm not saying like, that's it. It could be done here, but then you have your 28.94, which looks really good, because if you get to 28.94 in this crazy push up, right, coming out of this whole channel, one, we're going to establish a whole new range, and you already cleared these targets, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means you would break fully out of this entire channel, and then we would start to attack some of these levels back here on the new pattern that we'd have to formulate. So this looks really good. So you could go 18 bucks and then maybe 28.94, $29, whatever you guys want to call it. That's what I'm seeing right now for Rivian. So looks very, very good. Again, though, I don't want to see us break this down, this upward trend. Okay. So really love what I'm seeing there. Anything else? Let's see. What else did I have? Bollinger Bands. Boom. You had the Bollinger Band down here, just below the upward trend line. So it's kind of in a freaky position. I would love it if the band was like touching right here. That would just give me much more security, but I still think it looks good. So that's your Bollinger Bands. Your EMAs look very tight right here, look very good. Your 100s just floating right here at 1983, basically 1941. Your 200 EMA is sitting at 39.89. So just imagine if we can get this impulse move up, even if you come into this range, you're going to be very close to the 200, which I've talked about so much in my videos. So right now the setup looks bullish to me. We want to see some more volume, green volume coming in, right? RSI, again, oversold. Like when I look at this, I feel like everything is nowhere near. There's so much room to run still, even at 44 RSI right now, guys. So that is Rivian. It looks beautiful. I'm going to leave this up for future videos so that we can come back to it and see where we are. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself here. I want to just make sure I get this done and we get this video running efficiently here. Let's see for Unity, guys. Here we go again. We have a downward channel that we are trying to break. So I am on the weekly time frames right now, just because it can show you the sort of whole macro outlook of this. Here's the start of our channel, just like Rivian. You could almost think right now you are looking at Rivian again, okay? Like, I'm sorry to do this to you guys right now, but I just have to show you this. Like, this, just to me, we're here again. Like, this is set up for setup right now. This is legitimately set up for setup. I go back right now to Unity. Let's get into it because I don't want to take too much time. But that just to me is ridiculous. We have the same setup forming here. Okay, let's tweak this a little bit. Boom, there's your start of your channel. Touching points right here in the bottom. We had a lot of action here. So this shows me that there's a lot of support respecting the channel here. Okay, you come up, reject off the top, come back down, touch the bottom here, come back up, touch the ceiling. Now you have a nice long downtrend where you get what looks to me, again, is a reversal or selling climax, okay? This is your all-time low right now is what it's looking like. You reverse off of it, and sure enough, here's the consistent uptrend. 1, 2, 3. So we have ascending higher lows. Looks very good. Right now, it's sitting at what, $25? $25.40 for Unity right now, okay? So I want to see it again. Hold this uptrend. If we can hold this uptrend, right, and we break to the upside, right, we break out of this channel. I got to move this up for you guys. So if we ride this channel out, here we are right here. If we can get past this blue line, right, break out, right, have some strong momentum, these are your levels that you're going to attack. The first one would be, in my opinion, the main two levels, like I said, 618, 3265. You come up to that, you're going to be still just inside the channel. So you could reject right here, come back down, touch the upward trend line here, right? You could come back down, test this, and then, go off of that. But if you don't, right, if you break this top line and you burst through the 618, we would go here, 49.15, 1618. So I feel like this would be crazy because you have, again, look at the 200 on the weekly. It's sitting at 42.97. You would literally break above the 200. This could get very fast, okay? I want to tell you this. I just want to be straightforward. When it comes to Wyckoff theory, he talks about fast patterns playing out. So you don't necessarily have to have a long drawn out thing. This could just boom, boom, just start ripping. Okay. So we have to be prepared for all scenarios. I'm not saying that this is going to happen right now. And I don't want people getting crazy FOMOing and stuff like that. But I just want you to be aware that 200 EMA, man, is creeping down. Okay. And your price action's right there. I mean, you're literally right there at $25. This is not a big ask right here. You do have your resistance right up here, of course, but you have your support just as close. If we don't hold this golden line, right here, okay? You burst through this, you could be coming down here, and then I would personally get my loading zone, which would be ridiculous. It would be something crazy. It'd be $11 maybe, $9 maybe, $10, something like that if it just crashed very quick. But it's got to happen soon, right? Over the next couple weeks, if we don't break this, I don't see you breaking it here and then coming down to $3. I just don't see that personally. And I think because you have your ascending higher lows here, it's showing that there's strength here right now. So especially because it's spread out. It's not like you're just doing this and reversing, right? You are going 1, 2, 3. Okay, you are spreading them out. And again, I think it looks great. I think it looks bullish right now. So that would be your bullish case. We burst through. You either come right underneath the channel, reject, or we burst through. We go over the 200 EMA, and then things get crazy. Okay, because it's all going to depend on how the price reacts to the 200 EMA, right? Because you could really go nuclear here, right? I don't want to try to put $82 in your head or nothing like that, but it could get very volatile up here for sure. So guys, that is what I have right now for all the stocks. I don't want to take too much more of your time tonight, but I really sat there digging through the charts, looking at everything, analyzing everything, and I wanted to give you a good visual representation of the potential moves that I see coming. And again, no matter what, even if we come up for a lot of these moves and come down, we're still going to be in brand new high territory on the flip side, okay? On the reverse side of all this, right? We've been having this downward price action. The market just flipped bullish. It's reversing. And so I think with that is going to come pretty significant moves in the plays that I'm talking about. So again, guys, I always appreciate you stopping by, checking the channel out. I would really appreciate if you guys subscribe and also leave your thoughts down in the comment section. Let me know what your perspectives are on the market right now, whether it's the SPY, whether it's these ticker symbols, or something else that maybe you're following that you want to sort of make people more aware of. And I will be having no issue, maybe this weekend, if you guys leave something in the comment section to review it, right? Maybe chart it out this weekend, and then we can follow the play to see what happens. We don't even got to touch anything. We don't even have to put anything money-wise into these, but I just want to see, it's nice to practice, right? Practice sort of these trends and to see if your methods are pretty consistent. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys had a great, what is this now, Wednesday? A little hump day action going here. Hope you guys had a great one today, and I'm going to keep you guys up to date. I will leave all of these up for the future videos so that we can just quickly review and get into things and see which direction these stocks are going. Appreciate you guys. I will see you in an update video tomorrow. Take care, everybody.